Welcome back to another history video where we talk about all the children's networks in the past and present. This is the next history video, and this is along significance of Cartoon Network. This one's about Cartoonito under the title Cartoonito Network, Cartoon Network's preschool network. Cartoonito is a brand name used by AT&T's Warner Media for a collection of television networks and programming blocks aimed at preschool-aged children. It was launched in September 4th, 2006, and that was 14 years ago. And it's a preschool network of Cartoon Network. And also, it was also launched in United Kingdom, Ireland, Italy, Middle East, Turkey. It's also going to be upcoming Latin America, EMEA as an upcoming relaunch, Asia an upcoming relaunch, and later the United States. For those who don't know what Cartoonito is, it's a preschool channel in the United Kingdom, just around where me and the UK lives. But before we get to the script about what is Cartoonito, we're going to talk about how it was built in. In 1996, Cartoon Network decided to create a Sunday morning block of preschool programs. This is the first one called Big Bag, a live-action puppet television program created by the Children's Television Workshop, the creators who created the Mind Masters of Sesame Street. And then there's another show called Small World, a children's animated anthology show / a variety show, and also Cave Kids, a preschool spinoff of the Flintstones, a Hanna-Barbera cartoon produced spinoff starring Pebbles, Flintstone, and Bam Bam Rubble. Small World aired in several countries, except for Japan, Canada, China, and Korean, and many syndicated respective of their shows. Cave Kids only ran from September to November of that year. Big Bang ran until 1998, while Small World continued until 2002. In 1997, from 2001 to 2005, after the merger of Turner Broadcasting with Time Warner, Warner Brothers Animation announced Baby Looney Tunes, an original preschool series inspired by a line of pre-existing merchandise. Production had been finished by January 2001. The pilot aired on June 3rd of that year. Once the pilot proved a success, work on Baby Looney Tunes resumed and officially premiered on July 28, 2001. The series ran on the Kids WB block from 2002 to 2005, while continuing its original run on Cartoon Network until October 16, 2006. In 2003, Cartoon Network's Indian counterpart introduced Tiny TV, a weekday morning block of acquired preschool cartoons such as Ball the Builder, Kipper, Noddy, and Oswald. By 2006, the block had expanded to Cartoon Network's channels such as Australia and Southeast Asia, as well as on Boomerang. In the latter region in Latin America, where it was on this was known as Mini TV. Each block carried their very own lineup of programs, with the only few shared between feeds. Tiny TV was discontinued in 2007, but was temporarily revived as Pogo, a sister channel to Cartoon Network India, in 2010. In U.S., Cartoon Network's first attempt to air in a weekday morning block is a Tickle-U block, and this was a huge flop. It was launched in August 2005 and it was axed in January 2006. However, the shows continue to remain on the channel, which are Gordon the Garden Gnome, Firehouse Tales, Little Robots, and Peppa Pig, and Firehouse Tales continue until January or somewhere in 2007. If you want to learn more about that, I suggest you watch my history video about Tickle-U. The link will be in the video description. On September 4th, 2006, Cartoon Network 2 debuted a new programming block called Cartoonito. Its runtime ran from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, featuring some series in Cartoonito and were acquired from other countries around the world and were available in both English and French. The block later got its own official channel on May 24, 2007. In May 11th, Turner Broadcasting System Europe announced a rollout of the Cartoonito brand across Europe, the Middle East, and Africa under the arrangement programming blocks would launch on Cartoon Network or Boomerang channels in that region. Additional 24-hour channels launched in Italy and Spain, while a third, this time for Southeast Asia, launched the following year. So Cartoonito premiered on September 4th, 2006 on Cartoon Network 2, which time-shared with Turner Classic Movies 2, and Cartoonito expanded as a whole channel, full-fledged 24-hour channel, replacing Toonami UK's former channel space. From September 2009 to March 2010, a morning Cartoonito block aired on Boomerang until its launch on Virgin Media. So, event of all of these, Cartoonito launched in Central and Eastern Europe, France, India, and Pakistan. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Italy, Middle East, Africa, Southeast Asia, Spain, Turkey, and United Kingdom and Ireland. Well, United Kingdom and Ireland were the first. And soon they're gonna be on Latin America. In the United States, with the announcement on October 6th, 2020, Warner Brothers Global Kids, Young Adults, and Classics President Tom Ascheim, who used to be the original president at Noggin, which was under the partnership with Nickelodeon and CTW, Children's Television Workshop, now a Sesame Workshop, announced that Cartoon Network would be expanding to a preschool audience and a family audience. In other words, is that he is expanding Cartoon Network into families now, with Cartoon Network's new upcoming preschool show after 15 years, Bat Wheels. I can't believe it's a thing. It's still a thing. And on February 5th, 2021, after an interview with Kidscreen, Ascheim announced that Cartoon Network will be expanding its programming offerings at families, girls, and preschoolers. The interview coincided with the acquisition of the broadcast rights to you guys are gonna be mad when I say this, Thomas and Friends All Engines Go, a reboot of the original Thomas and Friends series. To those of you guys who were wondering, is it the 25th season of Thomas and Friends? No, it's not part of Thomas and Friends season 25. Thomas and Friends, the original series, had ended after season 24. And just soon, just 12 days after, on February 17th, Warner Media announced that the official Cartoonito block USA would launch on Cartoon Network in the fall with an additional streaming component for HBO Max, launching with brand new series such as Bugs Bunny Builders, Lil Ellen, Tom and Jerry Jr., Bat Wheels from Warner Bros. Animation, Bees Block, and Mecha Builders which are from Sesame Workshop, Just Because Big Little World, a preschool spinoff of Cartoon Network's original series Craig of the Creek, and with some acquired programming. Lady Boogaloo, Lucas the Spider, and Mush Mush and the Mushables. It was also announced that Cartoonito will be premiering in Latin America and other regions. However, as of recently, Cartoonito has not been invested in certain regions. However, due to the merger part company of Warner Media and Discovery Inc. For those who do not know, Warner Media and Discovery Inc. are going to be planning to merge as Warner Media Discovery, or Warner Brothers Discovery, I think. I thought so. In May 2021, it was announced that Warner Media UK and EMEA is working on the relaunch of Cartoonito in through their region. Through a promo, it was confirmed that the brand will launch next year in Latin America. To be honest, some people said Cartoonito USA should have been the morning part of Boomerang, but Tom Ashine claims it should be on Cartoon Network rather than Boomerang. I think Boomerang might get a structure later on. If Cartoonito does premiere on Cartoon Network, would that entail for Boomerang? Would Cartoonito air brief time on Boomerang USA? I don't know. I actually want to see Cartoonito USA just for the heck of it. And it's pretty interesting that Cartoon Network is coming back into the preschool market. So what would that entail for Cartoon Network? Well, Cartoon Network will be running until 11 or 10 p.m. like how Adult Swim will be originally launched. You see, Adult Swim will be losing rights to one of the 3 20th Century Fox shows. Probably American Dad, but also going to be Bob's Burgers and Family Guy. The reason behind all this is because they're not an Adult Swim show. They're not Adult Swim shows. So they're just acquired series. And their offerings of Adult Swim is going to be evolutionary and going to be turned into Fox. I'm excited for Cartoonito to come this fall, as for many of you guys. But I'm afraid, sadly, to some people, they're not excited. Despite seeing some major schedule changes to Cartoon Network, this left a lot of Cartoon Network fans upset. They're holding a grudge against Cartoonito, signing petitions, saying hashtag down with Cartoonito, save Teen Titans Go, save Cartoon Network. Cartoon ain't going nowhere. It's not going to become a preschool channel. I think you guys misunderstood what Tom Ashine meant. They're putting in new programming blocks. I mean, hello, they're adding programming blocks to their lineup so that way they can have some variety programming. So that way they can keep up with more of Nick and Disney. Like what somebody said, Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon were once rivals with their Nicktoons. Back then, Nickelodeon didn't care about just live action. They just care about cartoons. Under their banner, Nicktoons. And Cartoon Network cared about their own cartoons, which is coming back soon. But only not as a programming block. It's not going to be a programming block. It's just going to be pilots. And this is in preparation for people to just express their ideas of what cartoon they might make. Because if you look at Cartoon Network back in the 90s, they had great cartoons. Mike, Lou, and Og, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and many others. Cartoon didn't care about battling against Playhouse, Disney, and Nick Jr. They didn't care. They just wanted to battle with Nickelodeon. If you do guys know, Nickelodeon was the big kid on the block. They were the best place to watch cartoons, but all of a sudden cartoons just use their tushies to just push Nickelodeon aside. Despite seeing some major schedule changes, people are still going to say down Cartoonito and others. And if Cartoonito does premiere, they're going to still hold a grudge against Cartoonito. And this is why people is gonna think Cartoon Network quote unquote said they're gonna become a preschool channel later on. Why would Cartoon Network become a preschool channel? Oh, I remember. If you look at Noggin, they became a preschool channel because let me see. To recap, in 2001, the Jim Henson Company sold its stake and interest in Noggin and its rights to the Sesame Street Muppets to Sesame Workshop, leaving Ubi as the only show left for preschoolers on Noggin. So Tom Masham had to split Noggin into 2 blocks because of issues. And it was a success. In the end, was launched in the old Noggin's place. As for the state of Cartoon Network going to be in the near future, I think this is going to be a good thing. Minus the live action stuff that are going to be on Cartoon Network, but it does add some variety into the mix. And for Cartoon Network, they're going to launch weekend family movie nights. Yeah, they're bringing back movies. They're adding blocks to their lineup, and Lego Movie 2 was the start of it. They added Detective Pikachu, though it's only a live action movie, but who cares? They added Lego Movie 2, Wonder Woman 2017, pretty many much others. They added Despicable Me on Cartoon Network, part of their spring breakaway moments. Destination, Cartoon Network. And also, Cartoon Network is restructuring. They got this Redraw Your World era now. They retired CM Mashup for Redraw Your World. They're just going to be expanding families and preschoolers. And and people are gonna ask me, is Cartoonito going to be battling against Playhouse Disney, now Disney Junior and Nick Jr.? The answer will be a yes. Like I said, Disney Junior and Nick Jr. are rivals, just like their parent companies, Nick and Disney. Nick and Disney are the biggest of the baddest to see who's better. I say neither of them. Neither Cartoon Network or Disney Junior, Nick Jr., Nickelodeon, or Disney Channel aren't the best. I should say neither of them because none of them are, because all of them are just being show-offs. In fact, I would not be surprised if Nick or Disney Jr. would capitate to bring back their classic cartoons, classic live action, or other shows in not too long. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think of Cartoonito coming in the US? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Express your opinions. Also, before people start saying hashtag say Cartoon Network, they're just added programming blocks to their lineup. Also, to Cartoonito USA haters, express your opinions why you do not want Cartoon Network to launch Cartoonito. Express your opinions, and I'll respect your feelings on this. You just need to understand. That this is a retrospective way to keep Cartoon up alive before ratings sink to the point. Also, Cartoon is trying to come back to how they used to be, but in modern times. Yeah, remember, Cartoon Network had many of the shows that are for everyone to enjoy. For their parents, their grandfather, more. New episodes of your favorite shows will be on weeknights again, just like how they were. I don't know if they're gonna be making a Fridays block. We'll just have to find out and see. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay tuned.